Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of DeLady's Studios. And finally, we are creating a parking lot, and I am so hyped about this. I'm pretty proud of my parking lot. It's still a little bit blocky maybe, but then again, parking lots are mostly blocky. But I use the Disney World Florida parking lot with Google Maps, obviously, because I've never been there, a little bit as an inspiration for it. So I was a little bit surprised too about the way how that parking lot works, and in the end I was like, maybe I should have gone with just a Dutch parking lot, because these are all like one-way streets, and we don't really have that in the Netherlands, at least not with the Efteling where I've just been. So it is kind of one way maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It just felt a little bit not Dutch, and maybe it's not something to compare with a theme park then, but it just felt really unreal. So in the end, I end up with like one area that has to be the entrance area of the parking lot, so where the cars come in, and on the other side is where the cars will leave the parking lot. And we also have two parking lot areas on each side of that path going to the entrance itself from the park. So it's gonna be quite a challenge to have different entrances and different exits, and we're not getting there yet because this took me around 6 to 7 hours already, and I'm still not done. So I have to split them up into maybe even 3 episodes, but it's gonna be worth it. Like, the first episode is mostly about the parking lot itself and a little bit of the planning of the parking lot, and the second one will be at least the entrance for the cars and also the exits, of course. And we also need to figure out how we're gonna do like that starting point where the guest spawns. So that is also going to be a challenge because it's very close to the borders of the park. Like with the scenario editor, I created like the longest park, the largest park as possible. So I can't really play anything. I can't really play that much with the size of the park because this is just the border I have to deal with. So it's gonna be really a challenge. You can maybe see it a little bit at the bottom right now. That is the border of the park, and I can't do anything about that. So for now, I just created like a big hole with the terrain forming just to give an idea. Like, there should be something like a building or anything like that where the cars drive away to, so the exit area, and there will be a spawn point for the guests, which is there obviously already. So yeah, it's gonna be quite a challenge, and I'm thinking just to make it more general, more with the concrete and that kind of stuff, and just to make it as dark as possible inside, so it does look like a long tunnel or anything like that. But we will get there. It might be that it's gonna be finished in just 2 episodes. At least I hope so, but it's so much fun to do this. I really never ever made a parking lot before, but only this, the coloring of the cars, that was so annoying. Like, I did my best to recolor them as much as possible, but then I duplicated the parking these areas again and again and again, and then I had to recolor them all again and again and again, because you really don't want to have the feeling that it's all repeatedly the same thing, you know? You really want to make it feel realistic and stuff. So yeah, it was really a challenge to click all those cars. Like, especially at nighttime. I didn't realize until I placed down almost every car and every parking lot I wanted to place. Well, there will be way more in the future still, but I didn't realize that every car has its lights on at nighttime. And no, I'm not gonna click these hundreds of cars because I just refuse to do that. So at nighttime, you see like all cars having their lights on, which is super hilarious. It's even glitching a little bit. I don't know. It's probably a bug, but somewhere it's really glitching. And it looks really pixel-ish. I don't know what it is, but it's super weird to see. But like all these cars with their lights on and in front and in the back of the car, it's really hilarious. But I'm not really sure if I will show you in the cinematics yet. I haven't recorded them yet, so maybe not. It's a surprise, but oh gosh, I'm so happy with how this parking lot is turning out to be. It's a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it. And I also really want to create a so I did create for the next episode. I did create like the entrance area for the cars, like the ticket toll booth. I don't know. It's not a toll booth. It's more a ticket booth, but it looks a little bit like a toll booth, which was also really a challenge. But I am really happy with the end result too. And I really also want to have like those caravans that seem to be a bungalow park. And so that will also be probably on the right side of the area you will see right now. So there will also be like both of the car entrances and the ticket booth, and then we're gonna have on one side the caravans, and on the other side we also have a bus parking lot, obviously, and we also have taxis, and we also placed a tour bus. And that tour bus is I did place down a little bit of the track. I'm not really sure if the station is the place I want it to be. So I didn't really do any decoration with that station yet, because I really want to be totally sure that I really want to place it at that spot. So if you will see it, yes, I didn't do any decorations of the station because I just don't know. And what else did I wanted to tell you? Okay, so we have the parking lots. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so excited. I also, next to this parking lot, I also prepared some stuff. It's almost done, and I really want to make sure that I'm totally happy when it's done before I upload. But also in the DeLady's studios, we're gonna have more dark rides. At least I did started working on one dark ride at this stage, and I really just wanted to see how good am I at this point after almost 2 years of playing Planet Coaster with the art pieces. How am I gonna do that? And I managed to create a dark ride, drumroll, of a Disney movie, drumroll, and we're gonna create a Monsters Inc. dark ride. And it's not gonna be a super long dark ride, because I know that halfway I feel like not really inspired to start building. So it's gonna be just a small dark ride, but you're gonna recognize it definitely. Well, hopefully, I'm pretty sure it will be. So we're gonna have a Monsters Inc. dark ride, and if you guys like it, we're gonna do more of the Disney movies, because I just really love Disney, and I just really love to use that as inspiration. Like, I'm not really the perfect person to create a lot of characters with the art pieces, but I did manage to do some of them, so hopefully you guys will like them. But that's not for this episode, but I just wanted to tell you that I'm really excited about this, and I'm really happy about this, so hopefully you guys like that too. And I made like a whole list of stuff I would love to recreate, and I just need to test it if it looks good or not before I will upload anything. But at least in Monsters Inc. I can tell you it will be on the channel very soon. So I'm just so excited about that. And I didn't write down that only Disney movies. I only did write down other stuff, since we do have some DLCs. For example, the Back to the Future one. I really want to use that one, and hopefully I can. So there will be lots of dark rides in the studios area. I'm so excited. I hope you guys like it. Also, they're not that big because there's not that much space. So yeah, we have to work with that. I really want to keep the space I have right now and fit them in the areas we got. So it's really a challenge to make them as small as possible, but also good, and you need to recognize them, and you need to really feel like, oh yeah, that's from the movies, you know. So yeah, I'm so excited to show you guys. Like my supporters of Patreon, they already seen one screenshot, and I was like, 1, 2, 3, guess what you see, what movie you see. The first one didn't guess it, but the second and the third one did. So I'm really happy that people do recognize it. That's really amazing. Oh yeah, and I showed my favorite camel, of course, too, and he was like, oh my god, that's Monsters Inc. So that's really funny, and I really hope you guys are excited as I am. Oh, I did say that around 10 times, didn't I? So for now, we're gonna wrap this up. It's gonna be super excited to share with you guys more of this parking lot and more of the future stuff in the DeLady's studios. Please make sure to subscribe if you already haven't, and leave a like at the video if you do. And I just can't wait to see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys so much. Bye guys.